The United report: Onana, Bruno, Rashford, and Højlund. What's next for Ten Hag's rebuild? Manchester United's first-choice goalkeeper, Andre Onana, finds himself at a career crossroads just 2 seasons into his stint at Old Trafford. The OI Cameroonian shot-stopper is now being heavily linked with a surprise move to the Saudi Pro League, just as speculation swirls about a staggering $100 million offer for club captain Bruno Fernandes. Onana was brought in to replace longtime number 4 David De Gea, but questions are mounting over whether he has truly filled those gloves. Costly mistakes, inconsistent performances, and now interest from newly promoted Saudi side Naom SC suggest that United may be ready to cut their losses. In fact, reports suggest the club could be eyeing a familiar face, Torino's Vanja Milinkovic-Savic, who began his career at United but left due to work permit issues. While Fernandes remains a standout figure in an otherwise struggling squad, Onana has yet to silence his critics. Although he's only completed his 2nd season at the club, he's made a number of errors that have directly led to goals. He was even left out of the squad for United's final day win over Aston Villa, replaced by Altay Bayender. Earlier in the season, manager Ruben Amorim was forced to publicly defend his goalkeeper following a poor showing against Lyon and a benching in the loss to Newcastle. Despite all the rumors, sources close to Onana claim he remains focused on proving himself at United. His current contract runs until 2028, and he is reportedly determined to stay, knuckle down, and fight for his place. Still, the club seems to be keeping its options open. The 28-year-old Milinkovic-Savic, now a key player for Torino with 10 clean sheets in Serie A, has attracted attention from several clubs, including United. The squad overhaul could also involve Fernandes. Al Hilal are reportedly preparing a $100 million bid for the Portuguese midfielder, who is said to be weighing his options despite Amorim's desire to keep him. When you talk to someone, you get a sense, Amorim said. He's been frustrated this season, but the feeling I get is that he wants to stay, though you never really know. In another twist, United have completed the $62.5 million signing of Matheus Cunha from Wolves. The Brazilian forward has signed a 5-year deal with an option for a 6th, and has already been seen in Manchester ahead of his unveiling. Cunha is expected to wear the number 10 shirt, previously worn by Marcus Rashford. Rio Ferdinand has confirmed the switch, noting on social media, "He was on my shopping list. He knows the Premier League. There's no adaptation time needed. And he's a lifelong United fan." This development raises big questions about Rashford's future. After spending the second half of the season on loan at Aston Villa, United have put him up for sale for $40 million. Villa have not triggered their purchase option, and while Barcelona have held discussions with his agent and brother Dwayne Maynard, the La Liga champions are reportedly only interested in a loan deal. Meanwhile, pressure continues to mount on Rasmus Højlund, who joined last summer from Atalanta for $72 million. Despite early promise, the Danish striker has struggled, scoring just 4 league goals in a season marred by underperformance and a Europa League final defeat to Spurs. Former United midfielder Paul Ince believes Højlund's struggles could be solved by a loan spell, perhaps in Serie A. He points to Scott McTominay's transformation at Napoli, where the Scotland international was named Serie A MVP after being sold for $25 million. Højlund is still young. He's got a lot to learn, Ince said. "I'd like to see him go on loan, get his confidence back. At United, the pressure is enormous. Sometimes you need a senior striker to guide you. He hasn't had that. I think a loan move, like McTominay's, could really help him." Ince warned Sir Jim Ratcliffe not to repeat the mistake of selling McTominay outright, noting how well both McTominay and Antony, now thriving at Real Betis, have performed since leaving United. "It's funny how some players just fit better in certain environments," Ince added. "You look at McTominay and wonder how United let him go. And Antony, he's playing in a cup final with Betis. It makes you ask, is the problem the player, the manager, or the pressure at United?" With the club poised to sign Matheus Cunha and reportedly tracking other forwards like Ollie Watkins, Højlund's role could shift. A loan could give him time to grow and return as a more complete forward, if United still see him as part of their long-term vision. As transfer season heats up, expect major changes at Old Trafford. Fernandes, Onana, Rashford, and Højlund are all part of the uncertainty, as United prepare for another rebuild under Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Erik ten Hag.